didn't get but 2 hours sleep before that fight started. I'm going up to my room.
Sheriff Purcell said that no one was to go upstairs until he said so. I wouldn't get him annoyed if I were you.
Where do you think you're going?
Upstairs to bed.
Not till I say so.
I've already told him that.
Come on with me.
Well, Sheriff,
Yeah?
any objection if I go over to the livery stable and bed down in some nice clean straw?
Why, no. Not if you can fight your way past my deputy outside.
Well, this key works the door. What I want to know is how many others will do the same thing.
Well, just one, the master key.
Master key, where's that kept?
Kept downstairs in the desk drawer. Locked.
Was it there tonight?
Yes, I looked.
You sure? Sure enough to swear to it under oath?
You bet I will, Sheriff.
Hey?
Sheriff, Mr. Ogilvy, this is terrible. I mean, shooting a man's one thing, but a knife in the back. Big man like Hoss Cartwright using a knife, I just can't get over it.
Body was lying here face down. This is the knife that was in his back. Hoss Cartwright was standing there.
Rest of the room the way you found it?
Yeah, pretty much so. That table was knocked over when I busted through the door.
Let's go somewhere beachy. What about Cancun sand? It's so soft.
We have a flight for that.
A window locks a mouse could bust. How come these door locks are so good?
Well, when the hotel was building, a hardware drummer came by. Didn't have any money, but he had a trunk full of fine locks, and old man McGregor bought them all.
All right. All right, you can go.
What were you saying about locks?
The room clerk said there's only 2 keys will open that door. The one I found here in the room, and when it was locked up downstairs. Well, looks like the clerk was right.
Yes, and I'll be interested in Cartwright's explanation of this. This is Mr. Ogilvy, gents, the county prosecutor. Ever see it before?
Yeah. In Edward's back.
What about you?
It's Hoss Cartwright's. I wouldn't just like it.
Did Cartwright have a knife when you searched him at the jail?
No, sir, he sure didn't.
I've got all I need, Sheriff.
When'll I see Hoss?
Well, tomorrow, the next day, maybe. Whenever Mr. Ogilvy says you can.
I need a room.
Court finds the evidence presented by the prosecutor more than sufficient to substantiate the charge. The defendant, Hoss Cartwright, is hereby bound over. The court directs Sheriff Purcell to produce said defendant in this courtroom 3 days from today to stand trial on the charge of murder in the first degree. Court's adjourned.
I'm sorry, Cartwright, but that's all I can do for you.
Nobody talks to the defendant except his lawyer and his kin. I told you that before. Prosecutor Ogilvy's ruling, it applies to the courtroom as well as the jail.
Never been so glad to see anybody in my whole life.
How's boss?
He's not hurt or anything, but things are about as bad as they can get.
Where's the jailhouse? This way. Have you seen him?
The sheriff won't let me in. He won't let anybody in except his family and that lawyer.
What lawyer?
Court appointed. He quit.
What?
It's good riddance. He didn't spend more than 3 minutes in the jail with us. At the hearing, he didn't open his mouth. I tried to get him another one. There's not a lawyer in this town who wants anything to do with the case.
I'll put these with the one I took from Candy. Well, none of you need them till after the trial. You pick them up on your way out of town.
Oh, why just us? There's other people in town wearing guns.
Because I say so. Nathan Ogilvy, county prosecutor. Salt Spring is a quiet town, Mr. Cartwright. We want to keep it that way. You Ponderosa people come equipped with explosive tempers and short fuses. We already have one murder to prove that.
Just a moment. You're the prosecutor or the judge?
As a father, Mr. Cartwright, I sympathize with you. As a prosecutor, I must tell you your son stands accused of a most heinous crime. And I'm sworn to see that he pays the full price the law exacts for that crime.
I want to see my son.
Of course. Take them in, Sheriff.
Got here as soon as we could.
You've changed horses 3 times, Wake Pomeroy. You think you work for the Pony Express?
Hoss, tell us what happened.
I wish I knew. I mean, I don't really know. You see, it all started, Bull. I sold this fella Edwards 1,000 head of steers, all on a handshake deal, just a plain handshake guarantee, while you were in San Francisco. Well, I got to worrying about it, see, and Candy and me, we rode out here to check on him, and we got here, and sure enough, he backed out on the deal. He decided to buy it from Mort Becker at $1 a head cheaper. So I went to him and tried to get him to pay me the $2,000 earnest money that he'd guaranteed me on a handshake to start the drive. He wouldn't do it. He tried to throw me out of his room, and we got into a scuffle. Sometime during the scuffle, he or somebody hit me over the head, and I don't remember what happened after that. God damn it, I just don't know.
McCain, make it a Friday.
When dehydration gets real, rehydrate with Pedialyte to feel better fast.
Well, Mr. Van Buren regrets it, but it's impossible to take another case at this particular time.
Doing about as good as you did. 3 tries and 3 turndowns.
I didn't get the pretty speech. Just plain no.
Candy, you say there were 4 lawyers in Salt Spring?
Oh, more like 3 and a drunk named Barney Sturgis.
Burgess. Wait a minute now. There's a great trial lawyer in Sacramento some years ago by that name. If it's the same one. Where's his office?
Around the corner, up the stairs.
Mr. Sturgis?
Yeah?
My name is Ben Cartwright.
How are you?
This son, Joseph.
How do you do?
Sturgis. And, this is,
Yeah, I've been seeing you around on the street.
How do you do?
Sorry this place is so crowded. I'm not much of a housekeeper. Yeah, there you are. Oh, yeah. Oh, a little friend of mine. Good soldier. Was with him when he died.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Sit down. Come on, sit down.
You're Ben Cartwright. Your son Haas is in jail. He's in big trouble.
Mr. Sturgis, my son is charged with murder. Now, there's no doubt...
Wait a minute. I show this young man I'm not as far gone as he thinks. I value my